$8,050. That's what a single 1981 penny sold for at heritage auctions. Not a silver dollar, not gold, a penny, the kind you've probably left on a gas station counter this month. And here's the part nobody tells you. Every 1981 penny in your house is already worth more than 1 cent. Right now, today. Let me show you why, and then I'll show you the 3 actually hunting for. 1981 is the last full year the United States Mint struck Lincoln cents in solid copper, 95% copper, a formula the 1864. After this, it's zinc, cheap, plated, hollow-sounding zinc, which means 1981 is a hard line in American coinage. Everything before it has real metal in it. Everything after doesn't. Let's start with the baseline, because this is the part that surprises people. A worn, circulated 1981 penny, scratched, dark, been through 40 years of pockets, has a copper melt value around 3.9 cents, roughly 2 cents in real trading terms. That sounds like nothing. But do the math on a coffee can. 2,000 pennies in a full jar, that's $40 to $80 in copper sitting on a shelf. Most people don't know they own it. But that's the floor. Now let's climb. To understand why the rare ones explode in value, you need to know what was happening in 1981. Copper had crossed $1 a pound. The mint was losing money on every single cent it produced. It literally started hunting for a way out. The decision came down at the end of 1981. Switch to copper-plated zinc. On January 7th, 1982, West Point pressed the first zinc cents. Denver held out until October 21st, so 1981 is the 12 billion. And that number is exactly why the survivors matter. When you strike 12 billion of something, almost none of them are handled carefully. Almost none survive perfect, which makes the perfect ones worth thousands. A 1981 business strike that's a regular circulation penny in exceptional uncirculated condition has sold for over $5,000. Same coin, same year, same metal. The only difference is that one of them never touched a human hand. Here's what you're looking for. A gem 1981 penny is red, bright, almost orange, like a new stove coil. Not brown, not chocolate. If your coin is brown, it's toned and it drops a tear instantly. Then check Lincoln's cheek and the field in front of his face. That's where bag marks land. Clean cheek, clean field, full red color. That's when you stop and get it graded. Now San Francisco. This is where the real money lives. In 1981, the S-Mint proofs came in 2 types, and the difference is the mint mark itself. Type 1, the S is filled, blobby, soft in the loops. Type 2, open. You can see through the curves of the letter. You can Type 2 clear S is the variety chase, and it stays actively to this day. But the record holder, a 1981 S Type 1 graded PR70 Cameo, perfect proof, mirror fields, frosted devices, hammered at heritage auctions for $8,050. PR70 means flawless. Not nice, not great, flawless, under magnification. That's how you turn a penny into a car payment. So here's your hunt, in order. 1. Every 1981 penny, keep it. It's copper, it beats face value automatically. Check the color, full red and mark free. 3. Find the mint mark under the date. No letter is Philadelphia. D is Denver. S is a proof, and if it's an S, get a loop on it. On that S, is it filled or is it clear? Your S means Type 2, that's your variety. Passes 2 or more of these goes to PCGS or NGC. Don't clean it. Cleaning a coin destroys the value faster than 50 years of circulation. $18 and $50. 1 penny. 1 year. 1981 was the last time America made a cent out of real copper, and most of those 12 billion coins are still out there, in jars, in drawers, in the cup holder of somebody's truck. Go check tonight. And when you find one, tell me the grade in the comments.